Welcome to the time of your life, the show where I ask, what would you do if you won a $2 billion lottery? With me today, I've got Brett Mercer, a very funny comedian that I met at the Independent Comedy Club. My name's David Plouffe. I'm your host. Let's get started. Brett.
Yes.
Happy to have you here.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I want you to imagine about a week ago, you bought a lottery ticket. You checked the lottery ticket. The next day, the numbers were drawn, and you won $2 billion. I know. It's a big sum of money.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's more than I have right now. More than I think I'll ever have cumulatively in my life.
You know what? It's a tough reach for most, I would say. I want you to imagine that money is in your bank account right now.
Okay.
It's all set to spend. The time is now 3:06 p.m. We're in Ferndale, Michigan. What do you do first?
What do I do first? I'm going to hop on the computer.
Okay.
Fire up social media and immediately start complaining about how $2 billion after taxes is such a low amount. I might as well have not won the lottery. You ever see people do that?
A lottery winner do that? I see people talking about the lottery winners. They'll be like watching from a distance from their armchairs, just being like, wow, can you believe that? They said he won $2 billion, but he really only got $1 billion.
Yeah.
For fantasy purposes, for, hypothetical fantasy purposes, we're going to say you actually have $2 billion.
Okay. So I think first I'm getting myself out of debt.
Yeah. So are you able to do that like from your phone? Is there like an app that you pull up that you've got all your bills?
Yeah. I'm going to the Beaumont Hospital website, logging in and being like, never fucking speak to me again. Okay.
That takes you, let's say 45 seconds, 2 minutes. Then maybe now it's like 3:08 p.m.
Wow. So I still have about $2 billion left.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to round it, I don't know what your debt's like, but I can't imagine it's that bad.
It's not horrible, but it's not ideal.
Yeah, of course.
Let's see here. I think I gotta plan my moves accordingly, right?
Take your time.
I'm definitely looking for a house.
Okay.
These are very boring answers.
This is real stuff.
But it's just it's funny because like I could do that with if I won, a significantly smaller amount of money.
Well, that becomes the question then. With all of that money, is a house really what you want? Or do you want to be living in like 5-star hotels and sleeping on private jets?
You're right. I could just Airbnb every single night of my life, I think.
As long as Airbnb, continues to exist and you don't upset the economy in some way that destabilizes, the creators of.
Maybe I could just buy Airbnb.
You could. That might be out of your reach. Airbnb's pretty expensive. I can only imagine it's a couple billion.
Yeah,
Look it up.
Right. I don't think I'd like that. I think I'd like an actual house,
Yeah. Where do you stay right now?
I'm in Hamtramck, Michigan.
Do you like Hamtramck, Michigan?
Yeah, sure.
I like Hamtramck a lot. If I had the option, I think I was looking for a place in Hamtramck for a while.
It's nice.
This place.
Yeah, it's a nice little place.
Yeah.
Would I stay there if I had $1 billion?
The whole world in 2 square miles.
That's true.
That's what they say.
I don't know. Oh man. I don't know where I'd go.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of friends there in Hamtramck?
Yeah.
Would you take them with you to wherever you go, or would you're flying?
They didn't win the lottery. I won the lottery.
Yeah. Fuck your friends.
I think maybe the first big spending thing, I'd just go on like a trip with everybody.
Who's everybody? Do you have a list? Or you got contacts in your phone?
I haven't. Maybe just my girlfriend and my dog, and everyone else can. I'll say I'll do like a. Immediately my brain is getting evil with $2 billion.
Hey, you can go in any direction you choose.
This is what happens. This is wealth corrupts.
Yeah, they say power. What is it? absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that would be an issue though. How do I remain an ethical person on this earth?
is that something you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
yeah, ethics are important.
I've talked enough shit about billionaires to have receipts, you know? People are like, well, you're a fucking billionaire now, so why aren't you beheading yourself?
Ooh.
Maybe I'll just kill myself immediately.
I don't think that's the right option.
Probably not.
Okay, so you're thinking about maybe a house, or the first thing's a trip.
Probably
with your
trip.
girlfriend and your dog.
Yeah, and maybe some homies.
Yeah. So how soon do you take that trip? Because right now it's Tuesday. You want to go on a weekend? Does it day of the week does not matter to you anymore?
That's true. I guess I guess it's not
leave tonight.
I could leave. Yeah, I think I'm leaving like tonight because my girlfriend has a job, like a 9 to 5, and I know you don't have to put in a 2 weeks notice.
Right. It's just not like a courtesy.
It's a courtesy thing, but fuck them. So we're leaving tonight.
I have walked out of jobs. I think just once, but oh boy, did it feel good.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Just never go back. It's like, all right, a couple bridges burned, but
sure, why not?
Yeah.
I gave a 2 weeks notice, but I had taken like 2 weeks of vacation and was like first day, like when I had.
So you quit your job immediately.
Yeah.
Do you tell them, or do you just stop showing up?
Well, I guess I'd have to find a new sound person for the independent comedy club.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to leave the independent comedy club high and dry.
I'd probably still do that.
Yeah, it's a cool gig.
Yeah, because it's fun, you know.
So this trip needs to be like less than a week long, then, so you can get back to the independent, or how are you gonna arrange this?
I'd probably go for 2 weeks, and it'd be like, all right, you guys, we're closing the club for 2 weeks. We're all, or yeah, maybe like I'll bring the comedy club on a cruise ship. Oh shit!
Oh, you could start a new comedy club.
That's true.
Have you ever been on a cruise ship?
No, I haven't.
Do you think you would enjoy being on a cruise ship?
I don't think I would. If it was my cruise ship, maybe, but.
Do you get seasick, do you think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Water's not my jam.
Need some like Dramamine.
Yeah.
I've never been on a proper cruise ship, like one of the really big like Carnival ones, but I've been on some large boats, and I gotta say, like, it's nice. I don't think I would want to like live there for like days on end or weeks on end. Some people stay on those things for like years.
Yeah, Jesus, that's not for me. I took a ferry like across Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
And I couldn't handle that. I was seasick.
Was that like Mackinac Island or something?
It goes like across, like from like what's that city called on the west side? Muskegon? It goes from like Muskegon across to Wisconsin, somewhere in there.
What's going on in Wisconsin? Anything good?
Nah.
Cheeseheads?
Cheese. The Green Bay Packers. Isn't that where Jeffrey Dahmer's from?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
So you're not going to start a comedy club on a cruise ship?
Probably wouldn't. No, but I could.
It's cool to think about.
Yeah. Because $2 billion, a lot of damn money there.
So do you call your girlfriend first and be like, "Hey, we're going on a trip tonight. It's 3:00. Pack a bag."
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
And you say, "We are going to
somewhere tropical."
Somewhere tropical.
Yeah, like one of those places that like Jimmy Buffett sings about.
Like you want to go eat a cheeseburger in paradise?
Yeah. I would definitely live that lifestyle.
I lived in Hawaii for a few years, and there's an actual restaurant on Oahu in Waikiki called Cheeseburger in Paradise. I never ate there because I was like vegetarian.
Yeah, it's like a chain.
Yeah.
Which is
might as well be a Wahlburger.
Yeah, right. It's funny, there's the Margaritaville restaurants, right?
Well, I think that's what it is. I think that's like it's the same.
Yeah. So the original one is right outside. Do you know where the original one is?
No.
If you were to guess, where would you think?
Where do I think Jimmy Buffett is wasting away for the first time? I don't know, Nashville.
You know what? You're close.
Yeah.
It's similar vibe.
Yeah.
It's right outside of Cedar Point in Ohio.
Cedar Point's pretty cool. How do you feel about theme parks?
I think I'm generally for them.
Yeah.
I like roller coasters. I don't care much for like Disney World and fucking
Sure, yeah.
Universal.
So amusement parks, not theme parks.
Yeah, I like to be amused. I don't like things.
Yeah, save the costumes. Just give me the speed.
Yeah, they're all right, I guess.
I wonder if there's any theme parks in tropical locales. And I think like Busch Gardens.
That's a good question.
Or like probably one of the Six Flags. There's a bunch of Six Flags.
But it strikes me as a very like Midwestern or like
Yeah, that's what you do when you've got like nothing left to do.
Right.
It's like we're gonna spend all this time just researching physics to build giant steel monstrosities.
I'm sure there's some in like California, but not like beach area California.
Maybe.
No, they do this stuff on the piers, right?
Yeah, they have like the what is it, like a Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Ferris wheels?
Neutral.
Yeah. If there's no line for them, I'm all about it. But
Yeah.
like if I'm waiting behind like 100 people or like even like 10 people, it's like, let's just go stand over there.
Right. Yeah. I don't need to be. I don't do great with heights, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it depends on like what it looks like.
So no hot air balloons or skydiving.
Oh hell no, never. I see like I see like on Instagram they'll show me like skydiving videos, and my palms just get sweaty immediately.
Oh, I want to go skydiving so badly.
Really?
I've never been. Yeah.
Just the thought of something going wrong. I can't.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
have you done shit like that? Have you done?
I like thrilling things. I've never gone skydiving, but like I like roller coasters. And like I was into surfing for a little bit when I lived near the ocean.
Whoa,
it was pretty cool. It's really hard, like really difficult. Like it's a workout.
It seems really difficult.
You're just like doing push-ups over and over again, and like you see the people out there, and you look at them, and it looks like they're not doing anything. But when you're out there and all you see is the ocean, it's like, oh man, I'm fighting for my life.
My God, yeah, because you're right. It does look like effortless, and I guess that's like the point of it is to be graceful.
Yeah,
balancing on the like
right on the edge of
using
so much power,
using nature to like get yourself a
leverage
thrill. Because you got to hop up on the thing.
Yeah, and that's tough too. Because like once you catch the wave, then to like stand up and actually.
And then you're kind of pumping, using it as kind of like a ramp.
I never even got to that point where the people like, zigzag back and forth and like are pumping the wave. Like I could stand up and then I would stand for like 3 seconds and I would fall into the ocean.
Yeah, hats off to you. That seems extremely difficult.
Do you do any sports? Are you into any kind of like, I don't know, dirt biking or?
No, I used to be into skateboarding.
Yeah.
I got hurt a lot.
Yeah.
So I stopped.
Oh, yeah. That seems like something you could get injured.
Were
you there at the next to the Independent in the like Planet Ant? What's the name of that like venue zone? Does that have a
Ant Hall?
Oh, Ant Hall. Yeah, an Ant Hall. The Good Do Up skateboard thing. Were you there for that? It was just a couple weeks ago.
I was in the next room. I was aware that it was going on because everyone looked like skateboarders there.
I got there, everyone just had a beanie on. I'm like, oh, wow, cool. I don't skateboard, but I've got some friends that do. And so I was there and just like watching the tricks they did, I'm like, wow, broken ankle, like broken wrist, like total possibilities for every single thing they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
You're going fast right by concrete.
Yeah.
You could like slip. Yeah. I've hurt myself. I broke my leg and knocked out a tooth skateboarding when I was a kid.
At the same time?
No, it was 2 different times.
That would just insult to injury.
Yeah. But man, like I still, because I've skateboarded and I've done stuff.
Yeah.
I can picture myself like doing the tricks that I see. So I love watching skateboarding videos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But, and like, I think about myself skateboarding a lot. Like, if I'm like, especially when I'm trying to like fall asleep.
Yeah.
I'll just picture it. And then, but I always
That's
picture
a nice
myself falling.
image.
Yeah, it's fun, you know?
Yeah. I am a jogger, and I'll jog around here. I was jogging down 8 Mile the other day, and there was just a skateboard like on the sidewalk.
Really?
I was very confused because it was like there's like a trashy area, like just a bunch of litter on the ground, and in the middle of all of it was just this like skateboard. And it wasn't like the nicest skateboard. The wheels were like kind of plasticky, and the trucks were, I think, like plastic as well. And it had like a cool like flower design on the deck, and I was like, cool, this is mine now. And I just like picked it up and took it because it was like no one was around. There's definitely no one that lives there, like
Sweet.
not near anything. I was like, I don't know how this got here, but I'm taking it.
Have you tried it? Have you skated?
A little bit. Then I tried to use it as like a dolly to move some stuff. Someone left like a fucking mattress outside, and I wanted it thrown away. So I used the skateboard as like a dolly to push it to the dumpster, and it kind of ruined the skateboard, and so I threw it out. Yeah, but I've got roller skates.
Okay, it's just odd to find just a random skateboard. It's like some kid just like gave up on his dreams.
Yeah, just you know what? I'm walking away.
You know what? The
Hanging this
extreme
one up.
lifestyle is not for me. It's time to get back into crocheting or something.
Yeah. So somewhere tropical. Do you think you want to be like in the continent or on an island or like maybe somewhere around the world?
Good question. I've never been too many places, so I would probably take this opportunity to be like, all right, we're taking a private jet to like one of those like remote, like Easter Island or something like that.
Isn't that like right off Easter Island?
It's like in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, is that the one with like the heads?
Yeah,
They've
it's
got
the one with
like,
the
weird
heads.
statues.
Yeah.
I mean, cool statues. You know, no offense if any Easter Islanders tune into this.
Easter Island boys, yeah.
Yeah, just some Easter Island boys.
Or, maybe one of those remote places, like really like just one of those islands that have like maybe like, 100 people living on them.
That terrifies me.
It does. It kind of terrifies me too, but.
So I lived on Hawaii for like 3 years. I spent 8 months on Oahu and a year and a half on the Big Island.
Yeah.
The Big Island of Hawaii has a population of like 200,000, which is not as much as it sounds like. Like that is not many people, to the point where there would be postings like, I don't think a moped mechanic lives on the island. We should get one of those. And like there'd be like message boards like in the community town square. There'd just be like, this profession does not exist here. Like I need someone to help me.
This is actively recruiting like community members.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I can imagine that there's a lot of that, you know, like, oh, we don't.
But you think that would be cool or exciting? Or I don't know how you're going to spend your money there.
You know, it's just it's not about spending the money.
Yeah.
It's spending the money to get there, but it's also like this is the first day of the rest of our lives where we don't have any worries anymore.
Yeah, no worries.
It would just be the worry of like creative stuff,
Which, can manifest itself in all sorts of interesting ways.
Sure. Like I would definitely just, I would still do stand up for sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe I wouldn't. I don't know.
You find some new activity that's just way better. Drugs.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be doing.
Do you have a favorite substance or I mean, you do not have to answer this question. Not many people watch this podcast, so like probably no one's going to see it, but
I enjoy a beer. I like drinking. That's my thing.
Yeah.
But I also like weed and I don't fuck with pills.
That's good.
But I like Molly a lot.
Yeah.
Molly's really good.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Have you
I have a felony from distributing said substance.
What?
I've been sober and clean of everything for about 3 years. The felony was close to 5 years ago now
my
that I
God.
was arrested.
Was it on Hawaii?
No, that it was here.
Gotcha.
One of the reasons that I moved to Hawaii, like amongst other things, was like I gotta get away, start a new life.
That's cool. That's a cool. I mean,
It depends on who you ask. I felt really cool at the time. Like one of the best feelings that I've ever had is showing up at a party and everyone there knows that I'm like the plug. And there's probably like 30 or 40 people there and they're all waiting for me. And I arrived late, like I was coming from someplace else because everyone wanted me everywhere, when you're selling drugs. And I walked in to the house and everyone, like someone shouted like, "Oh, Plouffe is here." And everyone started applauding.
That's
just like applauding my entrance. And that's like almost as much of a high as like doing the drug. Like selling the drugs is just as addictive as doing the drugs because people just like love you. And then I stopped selling drugs and I lost contact with a lot of those people. I'm like, oh, fake friends.
yeah.
I mean, not necessarily fake friends. There are still a lot of cool people. But
It's clientele, it's work.
yeah, yeah, you got to keep them separate.
Yeah. Wow. That's really, so you use,
I've lived a couple lives.
that's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm thinking more about the, just getting away and going to Hawaii.
Oh yeah, I mean that was a whole other thing. I was working at a steakhouse in Detroit at the time. I worked there for about a year, and I was just like depressed and fed up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to quit my job. I went to Burning Man, and then immediately after Burning Man, moved to Hawaii and moved in with some roommates that I found on Craigslist.
Damn.
Well, technically they found me on Craigslist. I posted an ad like, "Hey, can I live with you? Like, do you want a roommate? Cool roommate." And they reached out to me and they're like, "Hey, we think you'd be perfect for this house."
And how'd it go? Was it good?
It was great. Yeah.
Man, that's
was,
awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking so sick.
It was sweet. Like everything aligned perfectly. I was there for about a month and I found a job at an art gallery and I worked like selling art for this guy Weiland, the Weiland Gallery. He's pretty famous. He does the whale murals. He's got one in Detroit.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, on the side of that big building.
Yeah. So he goes all around the world and paints whales, like trying to spread awareness for wildlife or sea life.
That's so tight. God damn. So, I'm just saying how often I've been like in my life, like, oh, I'm still in Detroit. It's another fucking winter.
Such a cool city though. Honestly,
it is. I like it.
Like
but
I haven't been too many places. Like I've got the one really cool experience of like doing that thing, but honestly, there's so many people who are like way more traveled than I am and like have seen so many things. But Hawaii is a little bit of like a hub where people from all around the world will go there. So you can find a lot of culture from a lot of different places. Even like any big city, like Detroit is slowly becoming that or having its renaissance. Like I think a lot of people are going to Detroit for a lot of cool reasons.
Yeah. But it's cold though.
Yeah. It does get chilly, quite chilly. It's so cold in the D.
But, a better life is available. You just got to find Craigslist roommates and just roll the dice,
The most difficult thing about starting a new life, I think, is letting go of your old life. Because anyone can do it. Anyone can just like ship up and move. I mean, like depending on your able-bodiedness and, whatever, if you want to have a line of work or what kind of activities you want to participate in. But in theory, anyone can do it. It's just about like getting up and taking that risk.
But if I'm a billionaire now,
you feel like there's a lot less risk there. You can come back more easily or you can move around more easily.
Right.
It grants a lot of freedoms that, most people don't have.
Yeah. Like, if I want to take an airplane ride, I got to be like, all right, well, is it in the budget?
Right.
No longer.
Well, how do you think you find that private jet? Like if you pull up a Google search, what's your Google search term to look for a jet to book tonight?
I guess. I mean, Uber does jets, right?
Do they Uber jet?
I think they.
I
think there's got to be something.
I haven't
like
heard
that.
of that, but I do know of one company. Jesse, Jesse Itzler was the CEO or was the guy that started this jet card company. I don't fully remember the name of it. I think it was like Marquis Jet or something like that. And it was like a card that you could get that was like that. It was like a timeshare jet.
Interesting.
Yeah. To like fly private. I don't know what the scheduling was like or anything like that. I just, heard the story of him starting this thing.
That is a good question because I've never bought a fucking plane before or a boat.
Right.
Do I have to hire a pilot? I
would imagine. Do you know how to fly a plane?
I've flown planes in GTA. I get it.
It's gotta be somewhat similar, right?
My theory is
you just hit like autopilot and it goes.
It seems it's probably really fucking easy.
I don't know. I was in a helicopter once.
Ooh.
I had the opportunity to take a abbreviated helicopter tour while I was in Hawaii.
That's sick. Damn.
And I didn't realize until I got in the helicopter that there's just a guy with like a joystick and he's just flying it. I thought it would be like somehow more automated or something, but he was just like, "Oh, you want to go over there?" And I was a little freaked out, actually.
I do remember the helicopters in GTA were a little bit more tricky to fly than the actual airplanes.
Yeah, as long as you know where you're going with the plane, it's just kind of like you aim it in the right point in the right direction, and then
I guess that's cool.
Landing would probably just be the most difficult
with an airplane.
And I would be nervous about like taking off, like making sure you get up to speed before the end of the runway.
Yeah, because you can't. There's no do-overs. No do-overs in airplane.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Let's respawn at the last save point.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What? How?
So what's your search? So if you let's say you've got Google or Bing or Yahoo, I don't know if you're an Ask Jeeves kind of guy.
Well, I currently am a Google guy, but as soon as I become a billionaire, who knows? Maybe I could use a Jeeves, a butler guy.
No, you don't remember that Ask Jeeves?
I do remember. Yeah. Again, the logo is the guy who was I'm here to serve you. I think I might. This might be the first useful application of ChatGPT.
Oh,
like how does one acquire private jet services?
So you ask ChatGPT, and it probably lays it out for you step by step. Like, for something like that, like, do you think it has knowledge of like companies that are current booking things and stuff like that?
There's got to be, because, well, but now that I'm thinking about it, I probably have to get like a membership.
We could try it right now.
Yeah, let's try it. Because if I am doing a private jet situation, I'm guessing there's going to be like a couple month waiting period to get the plane, to get the reservation at the airport or whatever.
Right. Let's see if I can get to this.
I'm sure pilots are not cheap, but I don't care about cheap because I'm filthy rich.
I don't know how to get to ChatGPT. I thought I had it.
Oh, you got to create an account and all that kind of stuff.
I actually have an account. I used DALL-E to illustrate a book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I made a kid's book called Psychedelic Panda. And
sweet.
All of the artwork I illustrated using DALL-E 2.
So you were a fucking Molly dealer.
I don't know if I can get into this.
You moved to Hawaii to be a painting distributor.
Yeah, art.
While surfing and riding in helicopters, and you moved back to write a children's book using the power of artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
you're the most interesting man I've ever met. It's unbelievable.
I like to do stuff. That's why I started the podcast. I'm a participator. I'm a doer. I found like video games and television for like the first probably 20 years of my life were just consumed, like zero productivity, just consume of all these like time wasting things. And I look back and I'm like, wow, I did nothing the past 20 years. Like I should start doing stuff. And so I totally went cold turkey on all those, like no video games, no television, or like, very limited entertainment.
Yeah. Wow.
And just started like living life.
Yeah, there's no TV in here.
No, I have a projector. I don't use it very often, but I'll project like nature scenes on the wall.
That's so tight.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll fire it up before you go if you want to see it.
Yeah, I got a projector, but I usually just watch stuff on it because I'm a consumer.
Well, when I first got the projector, like however many years ago, I was just watching like Archer every night or Always Sunny. Whatever.
Yep.
So you consult ChatGPT, you make your account, and you you sign up, and it tells you outlines, gives you a phone number to call to book a private jet. Let's say it's for like a week out.
Week out? Okay.
Yeah, or like maybe this Friday. You call your girlfriend and you say, hey, we're going on a trip. The dog, I guess if you toss a couple extra bucks, is welcome on the plane.
Yeah.
And you are going to, what was it you decided on?
I would delegate that out. I'd be like, where do you want to go?
Oh,
you're the one that wants to, that really would like the, travel and stuff. If it was just me, I'd just stay home and never touch any of the money.
Oh, you would stay home?
No, not really.
Well, yeah. You were talking about buying a house.
Yeah, I'd do that after. So, all right.
So this is just like a vacation. This is
just a vacation. Let's wipe the slate clean. We're billionaires now.
Yeah. What do you think you do on this vacation? A lot of time at the beach.
Beach time, yeah. Just fucking
just
chill.
Soaking up the sun.
I like doing absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
I just love
like
chilling.
Smoking some weed on the beach.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I get the best weed possible.
Where do you think you find the best weed possible? Is that in Michigan? Is that California? I hear BC is quite the...
It's a good. It could be anywhere at this point.
Yeah, I guess like it's so advanced now that like the strongest stuff is so much stronger than anything at least I would ever want to partake in.
Right. I would maybe. So I guess in the week that I'm waiting for my plane, I would start to do some like money management. So like investments. Maybe I invest in some weed companies.
You think you're gonna run out?
Probably not.
But I mean, do you just want to do that for fun then?
I think for fun, yeah. Just look, maybe I don't have to do anything. I'm
right.
I'm such a poor man's mindset that I'm like, what happens when it runs out?
Yeah, it's not going to run out.
It's not going to run out, is it? But there's also family.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got family. How do you tell them that you won the lottery? That's another big question. Is like, how do you think your friends and family react when they hear this news?
I think I'd keep it a secret.
Yeah, I think you gotta.
Yeah, I just let people put the puzzle pieces together.
Like, hey, has anyone seen Brett lately?
I saw it on his Instagram. He was in fucking Bora Bora. So where does he get that kind of time and money? I don't know. I think he's a secret billionaire.
Whoa.
You should murder him.
But would you be fearful for your life?
No.
You wouldn't care?
Nah, not really. Yeah. You know what? Oh shit! Would I be? Probably not.
Do you have? Well, let's get back to the beach. Smoking weed.
Back in the beach, smoking weed.
What do you have? Like a favorite dispensary? Is there a place that you go?
Yeah, there's a place. It sounds like I can go anywhere in the world, but I'm going to go to River Rouge to get my favorite strain of weed.
And what's your favorite strain?
Sour Diesel.
Sour Diesel.
It's great.
Ooh.
It's great.
I don't smoke anymore. I always have been fascinated by like the names of strains of weed. Yeah. It's like one of the most fun things.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes like the name alone will like knock me over. While I was in Hawaii, I met this guy who I believe was like some sort of angel. Just like he couldn't have been human. Just the way that we interacted, like I don't know, alien, extraterrestrial, or just like some different type of consciousness. Wherever we went or whatever we did, it always felt like he was like right there on the nose. And he smoked a lot of weed. and he brought a couple of strains for us to smoke once. And he's like, "Oh, this one's rainbow ayahuasca." I'm like, where the fuck do you find that?
Rainbow. I don't know if people just make them up or whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're like these weird, bizarre crossovers because they like did something with the whatever genes, spliced the genes together. But yeah, there's people just making this shit up.
Indica, sativa.
Sativa.
Yeah, that's supposed to be kind of energizing.
Yeah, it's the heady one.
Yeah.
I like that shit a lot. Yeah.
So you're heading over at River Rouge. That's the name of it. Where is River Rouge located?
It's like it's kind of down. It's
like downriver.
Downriver. I don't know if it's technically downriver, but it's just it's.
I don't really go downriver, so
It's kind of by like Dearborn, I think. I can't remember. It's by.
Okay.
It's by you go
probably like less than 20 minutes drive from here.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, you have a car.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of it though.
Well, do you drive it to go buy the weed?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay, so you drive yourself.
The first thing I do is I buy weed with $1 billion. But yeah, I probably.
Is that what you want, or do you go and exchange your car first, or get rid of your car? And are you taking Ubers and Lyfts everywhere, or do you just hire a personal driver that hangs out with you all the time, get an entourage, maybe you want a tour bus?
You have so many good ideas.
This is my 9th episode. Like, this is all I think about.
I think in reality, it would take a while for my life to change, just because like
you want to ease into it.
Yeah, but also I'm just like lazy, like going out and shopping for a new car seems like a daunting task,
Yeah.
It's like, then I gotta I'm driving around. Like, what kind of car would I buy? I don't care about
You
cars.
don't want something like, the fancier it is, the more likely it is someone's gonna like smash your windows.
Yeah.
That's why I don't lock my car.
Interesting. I've heard people take that tactic before.
Yeah. Also, I don't really go anywhere that's like, a lot of people say a lot of shit about Detroit, but I think for the most part, it's a pretty safe city nowadays. Maybe not, 15 years ago, but
yeah, it's got its parts, but
it's bright spots. Yeah.
It's not like there's a bunch of like random crime going on.
No, it's not Gotham.
Right. Yeah.
I will say every time I see signs for like Wayne State University, I just think of like Bruce Wayne.
Really?
Bruce Wayne State University.
Bruce Wayne State.
What Batman did to turn around the city.
Interesting. Now I'm just gonna think of that every time I see it as well.
It's even got the W is kind of like, I don't know, bat shaped.
It is kind of Batman-esque. It's kind of gothic, I guess you would say.
Yeah. Where's what's he been up to?
Here's something I will do once I get my house.
Yeah. Where do you want to buy your house? You want to stay in Hamtramck, stay in Detroit, or
I mean Detroit. I'd probably go by the river.
Like something by the Detroit River.
Yeah, probably get one of those. Right over by the. How like where I think it's the Manugian Mansion or wherever the fucking president of Detroit lives. But it's like a really nice waterfront neighborhood, and they got like canals and shit. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'd get jet skis for sure, 100%.
And you take them on the river?
I probably would, yeah.
Do people like? I know people take boats out on the Detroit River, but the Detroit River is kind of nasty, isn't it? Like, you don't really want to be like swimming.
I mean,
I don't think. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm gonna find
but
out.
You want jet skis?
I want you. Yeah, dude.
If not there, then like Lake Michigan or something.
Yeah, I'd probably stay around here just because. Oh shit! Vacation house. I forgot you could have like a house that you buy.
A couple of them.
Rich people are so lucky. I wish I worked hard to earn $1 billion. I wish I.
I mean, do you think, like, yes, obviously, like working hard is part of it, but there's got to be like a lot of luck.
It's 100%. It's not working hard.
Check me out.
It's exploitation. 100%. You can't earn $1 billion. You have to extract it from other people.
It's a great way to put it.
Yeah, don't get me started. But Oh man, shit. I can do anything. I'm such a poor-minded motherfucker. This is why I'll never be rich.
And then it's like you have a jet ski. Like, do you need a house that has like a dock? Like,
Probably.
You think that all this stuff is like just like built in? Like if you go and you buy like whatever $10 million house, that they have already thought of everything that you probably need. Would you want like a hot tub?
Well, yeah. It's chump change. It's like buying a pack of gum. I would definitely have a staff.
Do you like gum?
No.
Yeah, I don't really like. Maybe like 5 or 10 years ago, I used to chew a lot of gum. I had a piece of gum a couple days ago, 5, and it was pretty good. But like, I don't know.
I don't like it. I don't like it when I don't like hearing people chew it. I don't do. Just whatever.
Welcome
Eat
to
real
the
food.
ASMR gum chewing podcast.
But yeah,
You don't think it like strengthens your jawline?
I don't have. I could not care less about that. I know that I've seen advertisements for like a thing that you chew on to work your jaw out,
and it's not gum. It's like something else.
It's like a rubber thing. Yeah. I think it's called like jazzercising or something. And I'm just like, damn, if you care about that, you are. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's a very specific goal for a very specific guy that probably like some girl made an offhand comment like, "Oh, look at his jaw, it's so loose."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I need to spend so much time.
I'm gonna buy a product in order to make it. It's a level of like vanity and insecurity. Yes,
yeah, huge insecurity.
That like putting stock in like it's like what the manosphere influencers on the phone are saying to make you insecure enough to buy their fucking pickup artist course or something.
Right. Oh yeah.
I would
Have you ever been on a jet ski?
Once.
How was it?
So much fun, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is it like really fast?
It can go fast, you know,
Yeah.
you're skipping over the waves and stuff. I
How long did you do it for?
It was probably like a half hour.
And after the half hour, would you say you wanted to like keep jet skiing, or were you limited in some kind? Or you were satisfied? You got your fill.
Well, I was like, I want to do this every day.
Yeah,
It's so sick. But I would definitely need like a staff to.
Yeah, because like, how do you maintain a jet ski? I imagine it's got fuel. It needs fuel.
Fuel, yeah, I'm sure.
Do you need to like clean it or like wash it? It's in the water.
It is in the water. Yeah.
I know boats take a lot of maintenance. Like you gotta scrub them and stuff.
Yeah, there's like barnacle. I'm sure there's a level of scrubbing that needs to be done. And it's a motor, so it's gonna.
Do you hire like a boat guy to like take care of all your jet skis?
I'd probably hire a boat guy.
Would that be someone that you know, or you look for like a stranger? You find them on Craigslist. Where do you think you get your boat guy?
I would be open to a friend if somebody I know needs a job.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, do this, and I'll give you a fucking healthy salary.
What do you think the salary would be?
I'd pay like $80,000 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very reasonable.
Oh yeah, that's a great salary.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be penny pinching when I have but I have $2 billion and a lot of investments in my various weed things.
You're just buying up weed shops left and right. Of all the things you could buy, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool one to buy.
A jet ski?
Well, the jet ski and the weed shop.
Oh yeah.
Would you rename the weed shop? Like, or name it something cool?
I don't know. I haven't put too much thought into that.
Come out with your own strains, have your face on like the packaging.
I don't think I need all that. I think I just want to be able to create a good product in an oversaturated market and not have to worry about the profits.
Yeah, that's all anyone really wants.
I probably wouldn't actually buy the weed thing. I think I'm striking that off the list. That seems like more work.
Yeah, just another thing to manage.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, responsibilities.
What
do you think? How do you think your diet would change? So you're waking up in your riverfront mansion, and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh man, this is so difficult to get out of bed, but like I want to go jet skiing today." What do you eat for breakfast?
I probably wouldn't change that much.
Yeah.
I think because I make myself
what you
breakfast.
like,
yeah, I like what I like. I'm not gonna start eating caviar or
Filet mignon or whatever.
The question of personal chef is on my mind right now. Do I get a personal chef? Is that a part of my house staff?
I don't think I would ever get a personal chef because that's like so intimately tied with your life.
That's
like
true.
I cook for myself. I like my place here. It's kind of a nice setup. I got my little kitchenette over here. Like, obviously, if you're in a much larger house, the dynamics of it change a bit. But just having like a guy right there, or like someone like that's like they're around all the time. And then there's this weird dynamic of like, well, I'm paying you.
Yeah,
Go do this thing, servant.
Oh God, I didn't even think about that. I'm such a piece of shit. All this money has hypothetically gone to my head already. I would probably.
Well, you said you probably wouldn't, or you said your diet wouldn't change much.
Yeah, probably not.
What do you eat?
I eat egg. I'm a vegetarian also, so I eat a lot of, I like
Plant food.
Yeah, plant food. I do like eggs and shit like that. So
Yeah.
I like breakfast. I like breakfast food.
Breakfast foods, like hash browns.
Oh, dude, I love hash browns.
Yeah.
I'd probably.
You do cheese still?
Yeah.
I gave up cheese for New Year's. It was tough, but I finally like passed all the cravings.
Nice.
Yeah.
I do a lot of burritos. I like burritos.
You have a favorite like burrito like recipe, or like what are the best contents for a burrito? Obviously you got beans. That's what makes it a burrito.
There was a food truck called El Guapo that had a tofu burrito. Ooh. And it was fucking awesome.
Sounds really good.
And I can't find it anymore.
Oh.
So I'd find a way. I'd pay the guy. I'd find the guy who ran the truck. El
Guapo.
And I'd be like, listen, I'd find El Guapo himself. And I'd be like, just please give me the recipe so I can make it. Or I don't know.
How long do you think it takes you to find him?
It can't be too long.
He's got a food truck.
I don't know if it's around anymore, but I would recognize the guy because I would go to it so often.
I mean, where would you find it where does he usually hang out?
It was downtown Detroit. I was working at a place down there, and I'd get it, and it was fucking awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
You ever been to Fleet?
Whoa, yeah, once.
Here in Ferndale?
Mm-hmm.
Like they've got like rotating food trucks that go through. It's like always interesting selections, options.
Yeah, that's a cool concept.
I've seen some like food truck pop-ups at Beacon Park every once in a while.
Interesting.
Like during the summer, they'll have like little outdoor markets and have food trucks.
Yeah, that's
all
tight.
Down there.
Usually pretty good.
Have you ever been to Kiesling's?
Yeah. Yes.
Every once in a while, they have a food truck there. I think they had like a taco truck outside once that I got food from. I can't remember the name of it. It's pretty good.
Yeah. That's the
thing. Who needs a personal chef? You just live on the streets and eat food truck.
I would DoorDash everything. I would just Uber Eats everything. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would.
Well, what do you think the percentage of time, now that you've got like a very nice place to yourself, like that in theory, you don't have to leave. You've got, your mansion with every need taken care of for you. What percentage of time do you think you spend at home, either alone with your girlfriend or inviting other people to hang out with you versus public events such as, like going to the comedy club or going to whatever, public bar or food truck or, any event like that?
It would probably not change. It probably wouldn't be much different than how now, which is like I stay home pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't.
That's interesting because I only ever see you out.
Well, that's the only time I go out. That's where I go. That's where I go. And I don't invite people to my house very often.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe that would change with a bunch of money.
Yeah.
In a nicer place. It would definitely be like...
Do you keep your place pretty nice?
No. No, I definitely have to hire a housekeeper.
Yeah. Housekeeping services, like pretty convenient.
Yeah.
Also, like relatively inexpensive. Like that wouldn't make a dent.
But I pay double. Anybody I hire, I'm paying well because what kind of piece of fucking shit would I be?
Yeah, you're tipping big now.
Yeah. Maybe, if it's 2 Baileys, maybe, whoever needs the money in my life, just like, sure, I'll pay that off. Oh, you got a car payment? Here you go.
How do you tell them? Or like, who do you tell? Like, where do you draw the line? Like, let's say word gets out, word leaks out. It's like, oh, Brett's a billionaire. And then your phone just starts blowing up, like message after message. Like, hey, I need this. I need this. I need
Where do I draw the line?
Yeah.
It's tough to say. I mean, I would definitely monitor how this is.
Even like thinking about it is. Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I wouldn't
You've
want.
got student loans? Okay.
It's like, hey,
Medical bills? Okay.
Oh, you chose to go to the hospital, so.
Oh, you chose to get that 40-year mortgage now, did you?
It's that's a really good question.
Case by case basis.
I would love for nobody to like the worst thing in the world would be people like changing their behavior.
Yeah.
Around me, because it's like. I mean, at the end of the day, this fucking sick society of ours under this brutal capitalist system where everything is done for a profit motive or to get as much as you possibly can, it brings out the worst in people.
It can,
It's look at me. I'm already deciding which one of my friends I'm going to get out of debt and which ones haven't been nice to me enough.
Yeah, I guess just leave them all in debt.
Fuck them. Let them eat cake or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
they can have their cake and eat it too. Do you like cake?
Nah. Too much sugar.
Right.
I don't like sugar.
I love sugar.
I mean, I like sugar too, but it just seems it's a little much.
Yeah, cake. There's something about cake. It's like I never liked frosting growing up. I thought the frosting was always like tasted weird. Like cake is, it's very rich.
Yeah. I like ice cream more.
Yeah.
I would get, oh my God, I have a freezer full of ice cream sandwiches all the fucking time.
Would you have them like delivered? Would you just have like an order sheet? Like, got to restock the ice cream. I imagine you're not shopping for yourself. Or maybe you are, yeah.
This is interesting because we're trying to find the line of like
what do you actually do? Like what are, like the minute by minute, hour by hour, like how because once money's not an option, time, like logistics, becomes your obstacle.
Exactly.
So it's like where do you want to be, how often, and with who?
That's exactly right, because it's like, and I know that's not an answer, but it's,
yes,
but it's like I would want to spend the least amount of time as possible doing stuff that I don't want to do, like maintaining a weed growing operation or whatever. Like, I'm not going to fucking go get a job.
How much work do you think it is to maintain a weed growing? Because you kind of, once it's all planted, then you kind of like.
But it's also like inventory and marketing and just all this stuff I don't want to do.
And I don't hire a graphic designer.
Right.
Now you're working with differing opinions.
And but at the same time, there's stuff that I don't want to pay to have done just because of my soul and my heart.
It's like, if I don't want to do it, probably no one wants to do it.
Unless it's for money that then I'm paying you to do the thing that I don't. That seems fucking shitty.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's some things I definitely don't want to do. Like, I would never do laundry again in my life.
Oh, really? You don't just like laundry that much?
I mean,
do you want so you're okay with someone else like going through all your clothes.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I would never.
Really?
Yeah, I got to do my own laundry.
I did that one time. I dropped off my laundry at a laundromat.
Yeah.
And it's like $1 a pound.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like I went and picked it up and was like, I would do this every day. I would do this every fucking day.
You go through a lot of clothes? Because like I'm a jogger, so like I'll go through like 2 outfits in a day, and one of them will be all sweaty, and I got to do a lot of laundry.
No, I'm pretty sedentary.
Well, that was another thing that I encountered in Hawaii. Like you go to the beach, you get all sandy. And then when you get home, it's like you got to dust off, you got to take a shower, you got to change. And then your floor is all sandy and you got to like sweep up the floor or just leave it sandy. And then all your roommates get pissed at you if you've got roommates.
See, that's the life of luxury problems that I didn't even consider.
Yeah.
There's going to be, yeah.
Yeah. It's public showers at the beach. Highly recommend. Yeah.
Man, I'm just gonna.
we're kind of jumping all over the place, but
yeah, it's a. What else? Is there anything else I'm missing? What else?
That's what we were talking about. Laundry.
Oh yeah. Do
you think you get a new wardrobe?
No.
You're just gonna keep wearing the same old whatever you wear?
I'd buy dumb shirts more often. It's just I do that anyway. I see a dumb shirt. I'm like, hey, I want that dumb shirt.
I find some surprisingly good scores at like Meijer. I live right across the street from Meijer. It's pretty nice.
Interesting.
And they've got a clothing section there. And you've probably seen this shirt that I've worn to the comedy club. It says like Dare to keep kids off drugs. It's like from the 90s program to like influence kids not to do drugs that didn't work at all.
Yeah.
And the Dare is written in tie-dye.
Oh, really? Is it? You got that at Meijer?
Yeah.
God damn, that's a tight shirt.
Yeah, and there's a lot of gems. There's a lot of good stuff. Like one that I've seen that was pretty good, just like the Coca-Cola shirt. I just like.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah. The real thing.
I got a shirt. I like to go to like thrift stores and like the secondhand shops, especially around here and in Royal Oak, where I could not. It was a size too large, but I had to buy it anyway. It was a fucking shirt that commemorates all the shipwrecks that happened in the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald is like highlighted and like I'm like, that's perfect. It's awesome.
That's a cool shirt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, boats are dangerous. Good call on not getting a boat.
Yeah.
You'd be at the bottom of the lake.
I will rent a boat. It's somebody else's problem.
And well, that's another thing. Like if you have someone else doing your shopping for you, then you'll never be in a Meijer to see those cool shirts. But you said you like thrift stores. You think you just like make a day of like, oh yeah, I'm going to go check out the thrift store.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to look at stuff.
Yeah. How do you think your sleep schedule would change? Like what's your sleep schedule like now?
Right now it's really bad.
Mine's
I go to bed at like 5 a.m. and wake up at like 2.
Mine is shockingly identical.
Really?
Like very, very similar. Because I work at 4. I'm a pizza delivery driver, so I work from 4 p.m. to like 11 p.m. On the days that I work. And so I'll go to bed at like 5 or 6 a.m. and then just like wake up a couple hours, like 2 p.m. before I need to go to work.
Yep.
I'm trying to fix it. I woke up a little earlier today.
I love the nighttime when it's dark out and everything's quiet and I can just have time alone. I love it, dude.
I mean, like, what are you doing in your like time alone? Are you just like scrolling Instagram?
I'm just
are you
dicking around on my computer?
Yeah,
just clicking around, having a good time,
exploring.
Yeah, it's
Do you have any like go to like? Are you like a Cracked or like BuzzFeed or Facebook?
Nah, I'm on Twitter a lot.
Oh yeah.
Mostly Twitter. Rest in peace pretty soon.
Oh yeah. You think it's going down?
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It certainly is interesting. I try not to use it, but I'll like check in on Twitter every once in a while, and I'll just see like what Elon Musk's latest tweet is. I'm like, oh boy.
I blocked his ass.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that shit, motherfucker. $44 billion for a website. I only got 2.
I know.
I only got 2 billion.
Jump change.
It's ridiculous.
Isn't it interesting? Like the orders of magnitude as you go up. The higher you get, you're looking up at the ceiling. It's like, well, damn, I don't have a super yacht.
Yeah.
No, you don't care.
I don't care about that. If I'm being honest, like truly, what would happen is I probably just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'd stay the exact same.
The exact same. Just like maybe
for like a month, and just like carefully.
Are there any things that you feel like you limit yourself on now? Of like, oh, you shouldn't buy that because it's too expensive, or I shouldn't do this because like an event or something.
Yeah,
like a concert maybe.
Yeah, there's stuff I'm just like, it's a little too expensive, or I mean, and also like traveling and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't need to travel. It's expensive.
Everything's good right here.
But I definitely wouldn't go to expensive restaurants. I'd go to the same restaurants, but just.
What kind of restaurants do you like?
What kind of restaurants do I like? I just
like fast food or like sit down.
Yeah, I like a Coney Island.
Yeah,
just like a diner, just a nice diner. That's all I need. I'm a simple guy. It's got to have big water cups. That's a big thing for me. If I go to a place and they have just like tiny water cups and they put the fucking bottle, I'm just like, what are you trying to be?
I worked at a restaurant that did that, and it was trying to be fancy.
It's like, fuck you. Just give me water. It's free.
Yeah, but if it's a big cup, a lot of people don't drink it all, and then it's like you're just like, as a server, you don't want to be carrying full cups of water back and like dumping them out.
I guess
convenient.
I guess.
But hey, you could start your own restaurant. No. It'd be a lot of work.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. Not going to trick me into working. No.
Absolutely not.
What has been the most like, I guess, unique answer to this question of what to do with like $1 billion? Have your past guests been like, oh, I'm going to donate it? Oh, I should probably donate some of it too. Shit, right?
Yeah. Do you have any like causes that you want to like feel like you want to take on in the world? Like, what do you think is really bad?
Well, I think it's really bad. I mean, there's obviously like homelessness is a big problem.
Yeah.
That is solvable.
Do you think it is? So I actually went pretty in depth with this a couple episodes ago with a friend of mine, and we were talking about like the issue of homelessness. And it's like a lot of people who are on the street don't want your help.
Right.
It's like whether it's like some weird pride thing or just like mental illness, like they can't even comprehend what's going on, or like they just want to be out like where they are, or like, they've got legs and they can walk places. And it's like, well, you can't just put them somewhere because,
Right. Well, it's a,
and like housing projects and stuff like become a whole mess. And
yeah, but there are more empty, vacant houses than there are homeless people in the United States, which is a crazy statistic. So it becomes a problem that's like, it's deeper than just here's some money and go,
right.
And
it's like if you give them money, it's like who knows what they're gonna,
Which, hey, go buy yourself some drugs. Fuck. but it
come on down to River Rouge.
That's the interesting part about like the charity stuff. It's because a lot of times it's just used as like a tax write-off or to make you feel good. But what will actually have an impact by giving a bunch of money? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'd probably become a benefactor of the Planet Ant compound.
Does Planet Ant have like its own charity thing going on?
Yeah, it's like a nonprofit
compound. What's that?
I mean, I was just like the three buildings.
Yeah, it is kind of a compound.
Ghostlight, Ant Hall, and the Independent.
It's a great space. It's one of my favorite places to hang out.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So good. The karaoke there is great. The comedy is there. It's
wonderful community.
Yeah, it really is.
Stuff like that. If like, I would definitely. Do you ever go to Russell Street Deli?
I've never been.
It closed. I guess some problem with the landlord, but that would be a problem that would not happen. I'd be like, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
And it's mine, and you can just stay here because I don't want to see it closed.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd have to do a lot of research on where my dollars would actually impact.
How do you think you do that research? Is that like, again, like what's the Google search term? Are you going back to ChatGPT? How do I solve homelessness?
Well, there's like ways. I look, if there was a charity, for example, I'd look how much does the CEO get a year? How much is going to actual actual problem? Because I'm not.
And the problem you want to tackle is homelessness.
Maybe.
Are you sticking with that one?
I don't know. That's one of them. They're all symptoms of this fucking sick old world.
This sick old world. You know, I say laughter is the best medicine. Just open more comedy clubs.
Saturate the market. I don't know. It's tough.
Wouldn't that be sad if you like opened a bunch of comedy clubs and then just like a couple people showed up at each of them and they're all like failing because there's too many of them?
Yeah.
There can only be one.
Just the dumbest business move in the world.
Starbucks on every corner. Guess what? We're opening a comedy club on every corner.
Oh.
Just have mics set up in the street with loudspeakers, public microphones.
Because laughter is the best medicine. We're going to heal everybody with jokes. If you hear what goes on at most open mics, it does way more harm than good.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like I've walked out of that room several times.
I apologize.
It gets so gnarly. Like I try to like hear people out, but sometimes, oh man. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, like, because I invite a lot of people there. Like, not many people. I don't know if anyone that I've invited has actually shown up, or maybe like one or two. And I always tell them, like, you know, if you want to go up and do comedy, like people want to laugh. Everyone who is at a comedy club is there to have a good time, to laugh. Like they're like right on the edge. All you have to do is just like push them over that little like, we want you to be funny. You know, we want to laugh at the things you're saying. And all you got to do is like not be bigoted. Yeah. And a lot of people have a surprisingly difficult time with that.
I don't know what it is.
They think they got to push the envelope. They think they got to be edgy, and like it's like you don't.
Yeah. You really fucking don't. But hey, that's not how it works at the ticketed shows. Where there's people that we say, hey, we're gonna give you money to come and perform.
Right. Oh well, they're great. Yeah.
Yeah. But man, some people just
the open mics.
They can't.
Amateur hour.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
Yeah. What can you do?
Not enough money. I can. Maybe I'll be like, here's $300. Never come back. Just go do this elsewhere. $400. Here you go. Fine.
You think would you be able to do that? Like imagine like at the club and someone goes up and they're just terrible. And then you like pull them aside afterwards and be like, hey, listen, man. How do you think that conversation would go down?
I would say, look, you're clearly not getting something. You're not getting the room. You're not getting the fact that you walked past a fucking pride flag to be in here. Maybe this isn't the place for transphobia. Just don't come back.
Yeah.
Go out. There's plenty of other places for you to do this that, don't have as...
You know what? You should
the community that's at fucking Planet Ant.
Yeah, Planet Ant's amazing. You start another comedy club. And you say, hey, dude, that was so funny. Like, you're so good. That was like, really you know idea. What? We want to bump you up to the VIP room. There's this other club that happens on Thursdays and Saturdays. Like, you should go to that one.
Yeah, they'd love you there, dude. They're just waiting for
you accidentally
slurs.
Start like just a cult.
This is exactly the anti-woke.
On second thought, that sounds pretty dangerous, actually.
Yeah.
It
just becomes the most popular thing in all of Metro Detroit.
Oh gosh, I hope not. Yeah, we've been going a little over an hour now. How you feeling?
I'm feeling like I'm so poor. I've never felt more impoverished. Is that the right word?
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I'm feeling that.
You feel very like a vagrant.
I feel
like a plebeian.
Yeah,
like a
just one of these insignificant nothings that is just going to be in debt forever.
Proletariat.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a little bit of debt myself, and I'm working my way out of it. One day at a time. But the way I see it Like, I don't know. I think artificial intelligence will swoop in one of these days and fix everything, and it'll, I'll all get wiped out in some way or another. And like the whole idea of dollars is like a little bit cultish. Like, I think we might have all been born in a cult, and it's just like this phrase like bumps around my mind every once in a while. Only cult members accept cult dollars.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
But as it turns out, it's a cool cult that does a lot of cool shit, and everyone wants to be a part of it. So it's like, what are you going to do?
Now we're getting into the existential part of money and value. And
Yeah. I mean, where do you place your value, Brett?
I don't.
You just let it float there.
Quality time.
Yeah.
Fucking I don't give a shit about
I say
things.
success is spending time with your friends.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's nothing like crying on a super yacht alone.
I'm sure that's got to be really tough.
I've never done it.
Me neither.
But I can only imagine it's a pretty sad place to be. You work so hard for so long, only to realize that the real friends or the real wealth was the friends you made along the way or lack thereof.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy to be not a billionaire.
Yeah.
I've seen Succession. I know how vapid these things can be.
Succession? Is that a movie?
It's a TV show about rich people that are morally
just
empty.
That's like such an interesting concept to me also. It's like, hey, we're rich. You want to watch?
It's a good show.
I mean, I suppose, like, I don't know what we're doing right here. Like, hey,
I forgot. Hell yeah! Wow.
All right, we're so wealthy. You want to watch? You have anything else you want to say to the people?
Nah. If you know any good charities, please let me know, because I realize, I don't have one. If I do win the lottery and get $2 billion, stay off my fucking property. Nah, that's all.
There you have it, folks. Brett Mercer. It's been the time of your life. Thanks for tuning in.
Cool.